Okay, awesome. Well, I'm so excited that y'all are joining us tonight just to talk about Plexus and a little bit about what this business opportunity might look like for you and what it's looked like for us. I'm using my hotspot, so if for some reason my sound is going out, it's not y'all, it is me. Shoot me a message or just let me know, and I'll do my best to reconnect it. But I'm super excited that y'all are joining us tonight. So, my name is Madeline Ruth. I'm a Ruby with Plexus. We're going to talk a little bit more about what that even means later on. But to start out, why even Plexus? So, Plexus is the OG gut health company. They have been here for about 18 years in this space, in this gut health space, and truly set them apart, set themselves apart as experts on this topic because they're backed by science. They have stayed the test of time, and a lot of companies, come in and out over the years, but has lasted pretty well, and they continue to make lots of really great advances in the gut health space. But not only that, not only like the sciencey side of things, they truly work. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight is it is successful because they get to the root of the problem. It's easy to incorporate into your day-to-day lives, and then it transforms lives. And that's what we're excited to talk about. So you can see on here, getting to the root of the problem, getting to the root of the things that you might be feeling, and understanding that wellness, it can be simple, and it's something that we all need in our lives, and we get to step into that place and help other people feel as good as we're getting to feel ourselves. If you want to go to the next one, Jordan. Okay, so you might be coming in here tonight thinking, okay, I'm starting my journey with my own products, or maybe you've been on it for a while, but you're thinking, I don't know who I would share it with. But here's the secret. So literally everyone in your life needs gut health, the older people, the younger people, the men, the women, the kids in your life, everyone needs gut health simply because of where we live, our environment, our soil, our food, the things that we put into our bodies are not helping us kind of work at our peak. And so we truly all need this. And as we're talking tonight, you're going to start thinking about people like in these photos that maybe have diabetes, or someone's kiddo has eczema really bad, or like Amy's post comment here where she's talking about her energy and regularity and bloating, all of these things. Maybe someone has PCOS or Hashimoto's or celiac. These are all gut related things. And you're going to start thinking about people in your life that you know have some of these things. And I want you to jot their names down as you think today in this conversation, because all of that is gut health, and we have the ability to step into that place with people. All right. So, you have probably heard about GLP-1. It is the catchy thing right now, and for a lot of good reason. It's really important for a lot of people's stories. It has been for mine as well, which you'll hear about in a minute. But GLP-1 is connected to gut health. So we have the opportunity because it's a hormone that you can stimulate in your gut, that you already naturally have, but I'm pretty sure that you can list off the top of your head, even right now, like 5 people that are trying to lose weight. So maybe they're already currently on the shot. Great, this can pair with it and support. Maybe they're trying to lose weight just from counting macros or working out a ton or whatever is their story. I know I can list them pretty quickly of just people I know in my life that have some goals in these areas. And look how incredible these testimonies are. These are all real people, y'all. These are just friends of ours in Plexus that have had incredible stories with food noise going down and bloating going down and not snacking as much and all of these things that are all connected to a natural approach to gut health. So again, I hope that what you take away from this is these people are needing this all around us, and we have something that can step into that gap and help be an encouragement to them in that space and with their different goals, be that gut health or GLP-1. Okay, so I'm going to share just a little bit about my personal story. That's me on the left. That's my mom and I. She's on the call here, but that's my mom and I on the right. And I first started Plexus because I had awful, awful PMS symptoms and cysts when I was in high school. It started, I was in the fetal position every single month. I was taking so much Advil. I went to the doctor, starting at 15. trying to get this under control. I got on birth control, and for the next 6 years, I was just taking it and trying to manage the symptoms, but they weren't really going away. My months weren't any easier. They were just, I was happy that my cysts weren't bursting. And so that felt like a win, but I kind of just thought, oh, this is just how it is to be a woman and deal with it and move on. And then I started following Jordan, who she's going to share her story in a minute. And I started seeing her story and just how she was sharing about these products that were changing parts of her life. And they weren't the same parts as mine, but I was seeing that there was change happening. And I thought, well, what the heck? I've already been on medication for 6 years for this and nothing's changing. I might as well try something. And worst case scenario, it's putting some good vitamins and nutrients into my body. So I did. And I started with the active and gut health system for energy and helping with that afternoon crash, and then also just for fueling my body with our probiotics and prebiotics. And a year later, I got off birth control and I no longer needed that to manage my symptoms. And to this day, now, I would not know that I was having a period unless like my apps told me. And now my Aura Ring tells me, shout out to Plexus, they gave this to me for free. Because they're just so generous. But I wouldn't know because I don't have the same kind of pain that I used to have. And it's predictable and it's regular, and I don't get bloated and inflamed anymore when I eat certain things. All of these just from healing my system from the inside out. And so now I get to share my story with a lot of other people. I've also lost about 18 pounds over the last year just through my gut health and trying some of the GLP-1. And so now I get to share my story with other people. I'm in grad school. I work also. I'm a residence hall person. And so I run a residence hall and I do daily life constantly with college students. And all of that with a stipend from my grad school that would not allow me to pay for trips or put money into my nephew's 529s or invest in my own investment accounts. All of those things, supplemental things that bring me joy and bring a lot of fun into my life, are all because of Plexus. And so it's been really just not only transformational for my own story, but getting to help walk other people through their own kind of transformation stories has been incredible and a gift. But also the financial ramifications of choice and having something that is simple to implement in a very busy, hectic, unpredictable schedule that I have. That is what this opportunity is. And I'm super grateful that y'all get to hear more now from other friends.
Okay, hi, my name's Chandler. I'm excited to share my story. It's been a minute. I just had a baby 6 weeks ago, so I've been a little MIA and like off the radar, so it feels good to see people and be talking to adults. I'm a full-time stay-at-home mom. I've got a son who just turned 4, almost 6-year-old, and then my 6-week-old, and that is 100% because of Plexus. I love this picture on the right because I 1,000% joined for the business and for the sole trip of, or for the sole purpose of traveling. I love to have fun. I love to explore, but I was in corporate sales prior to this. And truthfully, like we were just maxed out on debt. We had lots of credit cards. My husband and I were newlyweds at the time and just tapped like every single month. All of our money was already called for. We were paying minimum payments on all of our credit cards, and we were upside down in a vehicle. I had student loans. He was still in college. Financially, we were just a hot mess. And to top it all off, I had just a bunch of health issues that had been lingering and actually getting worse for years and years. I'd always been kind of a thick girl, like my whole life, okay? But really didn't have anything that was like major until I graduated college and started having some pretty serious health concerns with my cycles. My constipation got worse and worse and worse, which had always been a problem since I was like a toddler. But I would go anywhere from like a full week to like 10 days without going number two. If you've dealt with constipation, you know how many other issues that causes with just like debilitating abdominal pain, and just overall digestive issues, like not really having an appetite because there's literally just no room. Like, sorry to be that graphic, but it really is suffocating. That was my life forever. And then it was spilling into like seasonal allergies. I was getting sinus infections like clockwork. Um, Realistically, I was taking antibiotics 4 to 5 times a year because the sinus infections were just constant. I could not keep this clear or under control. And so when I joined Jordan, I needed a solution for my health issues. I actually am very scrunchy. I don't really say I'm crunchy, but I'm scrunchy. My dad's a chiropractor. I grew up pretty holistic. And so I actually went to college for health and nutrition. I love all things fitness, macro counting, supplementation. Like that was my whole life. So this was not weird when I got into it. But I got into it with the idea of I would like to do this business because truthfully, I just needed a way out financially. So very quickly, I started seeing wins on the products and was shocked at how well I was feeling. For the first time in my life, I was using the bathroom every single day. And I remember texting my sponsor, Jordan, and be like, what the heck is in this probiotic? Like, is it like a laxative? Am I going to die next year? Like, literally, the only thing that had helped me poop was like an extremely toxic laxative prior to that point. So I was floored that I could just go number two easily. Okay. Then after like 60 days, I started seeing that my waist was smaller. My face was not as swollen. After 6 months, I had lost 40 pounds. My cycles were under control. I could eat foods with freedom. I wasn't dealing with repercussions the next morning, like inflammation or pain. I was sleeping deeper. I was dreaming every night. I was waking up energized. I wasn't needing Red Bulls every day to get me through the day and truly just felt transformed. And so the conviction for me was if I'm going to share about this, like I'm going to be awesome at it. Like I want to be at the top of the company. I want to make good money and I'm going to be a lifer. Like the network marketing is not going to be a hobby. I want to be really good at this and I want people to look at me as like a true professional. And so I went all in. Within a year, I quit my corporate sales job, which was 1000% the scariest decision I've ever made in my life to this day. I had no idea what I was doing, but I knew what I had in front of me, and I was willing to do whatever it took to become a six-figure earner. Within, I think, a year or year and a half of quitting my job, we did hit a six-figure income level, which comes with a monthly stipend that covers my SUV payment, which is such a gift as a mother. You know, you have to drive certain cars when you're a mom, and they're not cheap. And we get a free trip every single year to, it's like a five-star luxury trip. We've gone to Hawaii multiple times. We've gone to Mexico multiple times. Last year we went on a Alaskan cruise. We do the math on every trip, okay? Because I grew up like poor. We do the math every trip, and Plexus pays out like $20,000 per trip for me and my spouse to go. We fly first class. We sit in the luxury chairs of a plane and get like salted nuts and champagne. It's a luxury, okay? Things that I never even dreamt of prior to this because it was never even in the budget, okay? It would never be in the budget. So it's transformed my life in multiple ways. I love the health benefits, but more so than that, I've loved what the business has allowed for our family. I've loved being able to stay home. I've loved not having a maternity leave, not having to dread that 8 week window, not having to stress about waking up super early and getting my kids off to daycare. Like, um, I get to be home. I get to take care of my kids, and I get to provide in a way that is really, really substantial, and allows us freedom and allows us to travel multiple times a year on Plexus's dime. So that is my story.
Love that, Chandler. Thank you for sharing. I can attest to all those things as well. My name is Jordan Gibson. I am also an Emerald Ambassador. And man, to tell this, like my Plexus story, is just a tell of the goodness of the Lord in my life because it's truly something that fell in my lap. I feel like I had someone speak into me that I would be really good at this. She's probably on this call. I had someone speak into me that I would, if I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, I was a full-time teacher and coach, that I should do this Plexus thing because she's seen people be successful. And I'm like, I can't believe she's recommending the network marketing thing, all the things, all the thoughts around that. And so I got connected with my sponsor. I followed her on Facebook. This girl who was apparently really good at this, and I was like, okay, y'all, two things. Either she's really successful in her like voodoo pink drink thing, like actually works, or she's like lying. Okay. And the only way I can find out is if I ask her, right? This was 2020. I joined in the middle of a pandemic, y'all. That is also very important to know because I think some people look at network marketing and they think that it's very saturated and it's very all these things. It's not going anywhere, y'all. And for sure, Plexus is not going anywhere because from the top down, our CEO, our president will stand on stage and say, we are here for you. We are not going anywhere. And so to be a part of a company like that is just so like, this is my full-time income. So I guess back to my story. I had a conversations all the questions, of course, because I was like, this is something I could potentially see me retiring from my job. I had a 9-month-old baby. I want to have more babies. And so, what is this going to look like? And y'all, within the year of joining Plexus, maybe 7 months, I quit my job. I wasn't even making $500 a month. But like Chandler, I was like, I'm going to be really good at this. Okay. I'm going to make this work. And so I just saw the vision of what Plexus was because of women like y'all, because of the product, our ingredients, the third party testing. And so, yes, I quit my job. Here I am, almost 6 years later, at that six-figure income level, home all the time. Like I get to build this income within the four walls of my home, and I'm obsessed with it. Like the fact that I have a 6 week old as well. There's four babies now back there. I think we're done having babies, but like all the Plexus babies. So the fact that I can nurse my baby and work and then like put my phone away and be done until like something like this where I get to connect with women is I'm obsessed with it. And I think that everyone should do it, at least give it a try, and see what it could be for you because it has been completely life-changing for my family. And we actually just bought a new house and it's hard to go on social media. That's where we work, right? It's hard to go on social media and not be like, I literally could not do this without Plexus. Like we could not. My husband is a teacher coach as well. Like we could not have bought a new house, a new Suburban at the beginning of this year if it wasn't for Plexus. And so we're not salesy, we're not weird, but it's like that is the reason that we are here and that I have a new house for my family. So, man, just so obsessed with this opportunity. That's why I'm so thankful for places like this, Zooms like this, where you can learn and see if it is for you. So, with that, um, you don't need to know everything. We say you learn as you earn. Okay, coolest thing is that when you get started with your product, look at these refer. This is the money you can make in July if you're brand spanking new. Okay, 3 people is what we try. You know, 3 people. You are thinking like Madeline Ruth said off the top of your head, 3 people who could use gut health, right? 3 people who could use some life-changing supplements in their life, who could change from Alani to our natural energy. And so that is the simplicity of this business is just sharing and doing that on repeat. And we have everything you could want or need to be successful here within the systems that our team has created. They're simple, they're documented, and you are not going to get them anywhere else because they're just so simple. I like this graphic over here of this lady. So this is you, and maybe you sign up 5 people, and then someone under you is like, "Hey, I want to do that too and make money back on my product." That is the gift of network marketing, is that we can earn on 7 levels down. I won't get too far into that, but the upcoming trips also, that's a reason why women join and men, because Plexus knows how to party. We know how to throw a party. We know how to host events, just like Chandler was talking about. Plexus spends so much money on us, y'all. Every trip we go on, we were just in Cancun in February, and I was like, honey, I just want to see the ledger. Like, I want to see how much money Plexus spends because they give us gifts and they have all the food, and you walk into, like, you don't have to even earn it. You just walk in and there's food, and I'm all about free food. So the upcoming trips to earn are it's Coronado Springs in Orlando, so right by Disney World. You can earn a chance to go to Disney World as well, and then Maui in Hawaii. And this Maui contest is going on right now, but no, sorry, it'll start in after this month in August. But the Disney World trip starts in September, and y'all are here at the perfect time because what you do in like starting now in the next several months is going to set you up so well for literally earning a free trip. Like at the beginning of your business, Plexus does this trip so that new people can earn it. It's so cool, so fun. So, well, that was a fun little transition. The path to $850 this month is to help 9 people, okay? And kind of in that graphic, if you remember back, let me see if I can go back to it. That is about like this refer 9. So obviously we're gonna plug you into our systems, we're gonna help you refer 3, and then we're gonna keep going, right? Because if you look at this symptom chart, all of these are related to gut health. And I remember at the beginning of like starting talking to my friend who was in Plexus, I was like, there's no way that this 3-part gut health system is going to help my allergies, like my seasonal allergies. Y'all haven't taken a Claritin D in 5.5 years. And so all of this truly is related to gut health. I'm still learning how most everything that we struggle with is related to gut health in some way. And so, Madeline Root touched on the GLP-1 and just the natural products we have within Plexus that help a variety of things. I will say one of the things I am obsessed with about Plexus is we are the OG gut health company, right? And so we don't have our hand in makeup and household supplies and like all these things. We're truly focused on helping people in this area. So you don't have to go out and learn like all these products and like all these things. I just love that we're very focused on this because this is truly life changing for people. So, how do you even get started? Truly is this simple to order your own product. As soon as you create an account with Plexus and you order your own product, you are eligible to make money. How fun is that? So maybe you're on this Zoom and you're new and you've never ordered product. You would be able to sign someone up tonight after you ordered product. I'm obsessed with that. Okay, I think it's so neat. And then you would set up your Plexus Pay account and then make money really quickly. And we actually have a thing called next day pay, where if you sign someone up, you get your bonus from them the next day. Oh, it's so fun. I was just talking to a friend about this today. I'm like, girl, go get you some money this week. It's so fun. Okay, so you will start your products. Get with the person who invited you because they want to help you be successful too, right? We're going to make a list of people that you want to reach out to and that you want to share this gift that is Plexus with. They will help you with that as well. And just starting conversations. We have this saying that momentum and creating your business starts in the DMs. Okay. We are in the people business. We're here to help people and we want to be talking to people about how we can help them. And so it really starts with those personal conversations. I'm okay. Sorry, I've said this so many times. I'm also obsessed that I can have a business in social media. We say like our storefront is open. Like people know when they go to my Facebook page that I have some type of natural product and I say Plexus. Like we're not here hiding who we're with. We're here with Plexus because we're proud of it. And so the fact that I can schedule posts on Facebook or on Instagram and like that be my work. I'm kind of obsessed with that. I think it's so neat. And I think people have fears around social media and all the things. Let me be just a sounding board that it's really neat to be able to see who you can impact from social media. It's the World Wide Web, right? It's so neat how where you can go from there. And then of course I already touched on it, next day pay. That's that simple, guys. Literally order your products and get started. Okay, so who do you know that needs a cart with 10% off applied? Because we have a discount this month that's automatically 10% off your first purchase. So thank you to Plexus. If y'all will read through these, screenshot this. I'm not going to read all of them to you, but you're literally just telling people what you're doing, right? It's not like the, hey girl, I have this thing. Like, it's like, no, this is what I'm doing. And getting to the root of their issues. So asking really good questions. I was in a conversation with a girl the other day and she was telling me she doesn't sleep well and ended up like she has all these things going on during the day and she has babies and she has PCOS and it's like she didn't tell me that in the beginning, right? She just said I don't sleep well. And I'm like, "Sister, I got to know these things. Like I'm going to help you." And so we ask really good questions here because we want to get this gut health system, this GLP-1 to get to the root of their issues. Um, and again, you don't need to know it all. We will encourage you to this third little message. I'm new. I want to get you the best help possible. I'm gonna grab my friend so she can help us. And let's say you signed up and got products under me. You're gonna put me in a conversation with your new person so that you can see how I talk about product, and you can learn. That's literally the learn as you earn. And then eventually you won't have to even use me because you'll be knowing how to flow a conversation through helping people. We also have a very simple system where you can put their products in a cart and send them the cart. I love calling people on the phone and putting their information in, but like literally for busy people and people who don't have time to get on a phone call, just send them a cart and you're going to make money the next day. Obsessed. It's so cool. So fun. Okay, I touched on social media a little bit. Y'all, every single day we refer people. I drove by a Seven Brew today. I'm in like I would say mid Texas. That's not the word I'm looking for, but I'm listening to my baby cry in the background. I'm like Central Texas. That's the word I'm thinking of. And there was like a Seven Brew. The amount of people getting coffee at 3 p.m. astounded me. I was like, what is going on here? And so those people are telling their people, right? Like they're posting on social media your cute little cup or your boomerang of your coffee. Like people share so naturally, and that's one thing I love about this business too is that I think if you were to look at my page or like some of these women, it's not just like it's very natural that Plexus is just a part of our lives, right? It's not anything that's like, oh, that was a little weird, right? Like that post was like, it's just like, oh, like she's drinking her pink drink or it helped her with this. So we will help you with that too. Just make it very natural. That's one things I love coaching on. Ideas is to unbox your order when you get it in. Think of who you're about to encourage because you said yes. I love thinking about 6 months. What is my team going to look like? Who am I going to have helped? Who am I going to have helped drop the weight that we were talking about or get off medication like Madeline Ruth was talking about? Yes, the last point. I've said I'm obsessed so many times, so sorry if that was a little much, but okay, on to you, Madeline Ruth.
Okay, yeah. So we've talked about over and over, you are not in this alone. You are surrounded by not just us as your sponsors supporting you and helping guide you step by step, but we're going to send you the resources that Plexus has given us, that our team has, because that is your gift from Plexus, is like we are one community together. And so we're going to help you with post ideas and messaging ideas, and we're going to help you launch in your business because we know that your people need this. And we fully believe that this is
I'm
a
done doing
solution to a lot of
that.
problems for people. So maybe it is the health solution for someone. Maybe it's the financial solution for someone. We're going to help you every step of the way. And so one of the main things that we do this, yes, is through the messaging. That's the key. That's the first part of the conversation and something you will keep flexing that muscle and building that muscle throughout your whole business. But we're going to also throw a launch party for you because we want to celebrate the heck out of you and help you find your people first. So, this can look different depending on who your sponsor is, like what y'all work out, but maybe it's a private Facebook group, maybe it's a Zoom, maybe it's in Messenger,
Well,
whatever is the format that looks right for your friend group. We're going to say, hey, we're going to take care of the posting, we're going to take care of the information, and you just got to show up and invite your people. So think about who in those messages can you say, I'm doing this new thing, I want to try it out. I'm going to host a little gathering on Friday night. Will you just come
come
scroll
here.
through with me and see if this is something that could help solve some problems for your life too, or could help with your menopause symptoms, or could help with your, gut health, whatever is their thing that you know they're struggling with. Invite them to that launch event. Think about like sitting in your living room with these people saying, I'm learning about this, I'm excited about this, I'm kind of curious if this could be a fit for you. And then we'll take over from there and we'll have that conversation and see if this could help solve some problems. So, talk to your sponsor. That is the next step, is this launch event so that we can help you find your first few people, and just have some of those conversations with ease in a very casual, I don't know another word for conversation, but casual, chill way. And that's the goal here. All right. So again, I didn't know that my photo was on there. That's so funny. Um, learning as you go. So again, you're not in this alone. We are here to help you every step of the way. And we're going to help you get your first three at the very least, help you get that 300 to cover your first couple months as you get started or as you've been going, and see where this can take you. So that is all we have for you tonight, but we're excited for y'all, and here if you have any questions.